The week featuring the Braves and the White Sox. My guest on the Leadoff Man show this afternoon is Todd Kopecky of the Braves, who so far have a 32-8 record this season. Todd leads the league with a .410 average, and Todd, you're enjoying a pretty good season this year.
Yes, I feel it's one of my best. None of the past 7 seasons have I played this many games so early, and I've had more at-bats so far than I've had through about 90 games in most seasons.
What's the key to the Braves getting off to such a great start at 32-8?
Well, the other team, the Sox, have just been getting worse and worse each season, but I feel that whereas their players stay the same, our players are maturing more each year.
Fielding seems to be a little bit better in the league, but you're just hitting a lot better than the Sox this year.
Yes, we've seemed to overpower them, and we seem to be placing the ball a lot better than they do.
That's what I noticed, too. A lot of balls up 69 into center field where the Sox just try to yank it out for the home run. They really don't have that much power. Do you think the acquisition, Joe Pudlo for Troy Knight, can help the Sox, or is this season just about over for the White Sox?
Well, although the season looks pretty gruesome, I'd say it had to be a deal in favor of the Sox getting Joey P. He led the league last year in batting.
Okay, key to your ball club would be what? Is it just team play, or is there any individual standout on your club?
Team play and key fielding. Smart base running most of the time, except for when we're up by a lot of runs.
Okay, this afternoon we have a whole bunch of players out here. Most of the Sox are out here. We're going to have Kevin Birck, myself, Joe Pudlo, and Dave Owen. What do you look for in today's game?
Well, the wind's blowing in a little bit, so I expect it to be a low-scoring game, although we have brand-new balls. I think it should be a close contest with evenly matched players.
Thank you, Todd. Stay tuned for next for the lineups, and, of course, the Most Valuable Player Award. Last year's MVP, Ken Owen, will be awarded the 1980 Most Valuable Player Award after this message.
George M. Cohan's Little Johnny Jones, starring David Kasson at the Erie Crown Theater.
I'm going to present the 1980 Most Valuable Player Award to Ken Owen. Ken hit .318 last year with 104 homers and 207 RBIs. A truly great season for the Braves, who won the championship. Previous winners, 74 Troy Knight, 75 Ken Owen. This will be the second time he's won it. Jay Mesrobian in 76. I myself won it in 77. Kevin Birck in 78. And Joe Pudlo in 79. So it gives me great pleasure to present the 1980 Most Valuable Award player to Ken Owen. Ken, congratulations. And continued success to you. Thank you.
Aloha, friends. I'm Jack Lord. Right off here in Hawaii, a few dozen rare humpback whales come to bear their young each year. They're the survivors of a massacre that has driven the great whales to the brink of extinction. Unfortunately, the killing continues by Japan, the Soviet Union, Norway, and a handful of other nations. We must stop this senseless slaughter before it's too late. Right, Save the Whales, Box 3650, Washington, D.C.
Now for the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Dave Owens White Sox, leading off and playing left field will be Kevin Birck. Batting second and playing third base will be Joe Pudlo. Batting third and catching will be Dave Owen. Batting cleanup and playing center field will be Rob Larry. Batting fifth and pitching will be Jeff Nauman. And batting sixth will be Pete Burridge as soon as he gets here. Now for the Braves and Ken Owen.
Thank you, Trace. We got a whale of a lineup today, and I hope you fans at home will enjoy this. I'm going to lead off and play left field like it's never been played before. Todd Kopecky, who saved my dog last night, he'll be in center field. Billy Enright will be making lots of mistakes at third base and looking cute for the girls at home. Jamie Raisin will be the DH with one eye and all, and Mason Matschke, the league child, will pitch.
Okay, the Braves at 32-8 against the White Sox at 8-32. You stay tuned for baseball.
I do one thing. I sing. By doing one thing all my life, I developed my own special style. Like Kentucky Fried Chicken. All they do is chicken, but they do it like nobody else. Oh, Kentucky Fried Chicken, they do it right. Tender and juicy, right at the bite. No other fried chicken tastes so right. Kentucky Fried Chicken, they do chicken right.
Birck will be leading off for the White Sox. First pitch by Matschke, outside for ball one. Kevin Birck. Here's the pitch, swung on, popped it up. Who's going to get it? Matschke calls for it, and he makes the first out of the ball game. That's one away. That'll bring up Joe Pudlo. So Joey P. batting second. Pudlo hitting .323 for the White Sox and .330 on the year. He's got 7 homers and 17 runs batted in. The lefty Joe Pudlo facing the lefty Mason Matschke. Here's the pitch, swung on, he chopped it, he may beat it out. Safe, is it a fair ball? It is. What are they going to call it? They're going to call it an error on Mason Matschke. So Pudlo was on with an error. And we have a man on first with a 1 away, and here's Dave Owen. He's going to hit left-handed. Owen hitting .212. Here's the pitch a little bit inside for ball 1. Well, there are no balls in the league, of course, so you can't call it a ball. It's just no pitch. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That one's popped up. Matschke to make his second put out of the game, and that's 2 away. So, 2 outs. We still have a runner, Joe Pudlo, on at first. He got on that error. And yes, that's correct. You haven't hit one out of the infield yet, as Dave Owen says. 2 away, here's Rob Larry. Larry hitting .278. Here is the second pitch by Matschke. Swung on, a high fly, going deep. Owen makes the turn on the grass, and he makes the put out just over the grass for out number 3. So in the inning, no runs, no hits. There was 1 error and 1 man left on. At the end of 1/2 inning of play, we have no score.
To win in competition, these guys got to get everything just right. And for guys like that, we worked harder at making a beer that's just right. Old Milwaukee Light.
We got it right. Old Milwaukee Light.
We gave Old Milwaukee Light a big beer taste, but still kept it less filling, and that makes it just right.
We got it right. Old Milwaukee Light.
Old Milwaukee got light right.
Okay, in the bottom half of the first inning, Ken Owen will lead it off for the Braves against Jeff Norman. Owen hitting .342, leads the league with 47 homers and 83 runs batted in. Takes the first pitch. Dave Owen catching for the White Sox. Pudlo at third, Birck in left, Larry in center. Here's the pitch, swung on, there's a long drive way back. Birck going way back. And he makes the grab near the tires in the monkey set over the tree. What a shot by Ken Owen, but Kevin Birck, with a great jump, was able to make the grab. That's 1 away. And that'll bring up now Todd Kopecky. Kopecky, leading the league with a .410 average. He has 43 homers and 70 runs batted in. First pitch by Norman is taken by Kopecky. Here's the second pitch. A little bit high, and Kopecky catches it himself. No score. Bottom of the first inning, 1 away. Okay. Norman being very selective with Kopecky. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Fair ball down the line. Birck. Oh, it goes under his mitt. We're going to call that an error. He goes to retrieve it in the fort. Kopecky's going to go all the way and score the first run of the ball game. Call that a single and an error on Birck. So, E7 on Birck. And Kopecky scores a run. 1-0. Here's Bill Enright. Enright against Norman. 1-0. White Sox positioning their outfielders a little bit low as Enright takes the pitch. Enright hitting .346. Here's the pitch, swung on. There's another long drive way back. Larry's got it, and he makes the sliding grab on the grass for 2 away. They're really pounding Jeff Norman. 3 sharp hits, but 2 away. They've only scored 1 run. That's 2 outs. And it brings up Raisin outside. 1-0 in favor of the Braves, managed by Ken Owen. Here's the pitch, swung on. That's going to be an opposite field out, I do believe, and it is. So an opposite field out by Raisin. And the inning, 1 run. There was 1 hit, 1 error, no men left on base. So at the end of 1 complete inning of play, the score, the Braves won, the White Sox nothing.
Sport Mart, the best from Converse Pro Leather Low Cuts. Sport Mart price $36.94. For sports, it's Sport Mart.
We're back for the top of the second inning. Jeff Nauman, the pitcher, will lead it off, and followed by the top of the order, Kevin Birck, and then Joe Pudlo. First pitch by Nauman, fair ball. Will it? Oh, Ken Owen with a great backhand stab, robbing Nauman of extra bases. Great play by Ken Owen. That's one away. Brings up the top of the order, and Kevin Birck. Okay, here's Birck, hitting 167 on the year. He's got 1 home run, 1 ribby. Only 6 at-bats coming into today's game. Pitch outside by Matschke. 1-0 our score. You have Owen in left, Kopecky in center, Enright in left and third, and there's another one down the line. Owen with almost the identical play, backhands that one, and that's 2 away. 2 down, and that'll bring up Joe Pudlo. Pudlo the first time up, reached on an error. Okay, here's the first pitch by Matschke, a little bit inside. Next offering by Matschke, high, but Pudlo goes after it anyway and fouls it off to the left side. Billy Enright going to retrieve it. Once again, our score 1-0 in favor of the Braves. We're in the top of the second inning. Pudlo gets set. Enright goes back to his position. Here is the pitch. A little bit outside. Pudlo would like to tie this game up with 1 swing of the bat. There's another one high. Boy, Kopecky plays him towards 69. He's got a big gap in left center. Another one that he takes. If you're unfamiliar with 69, in the infancy stage of the league, there was an old 69 basketball pole that was there, and it's been switched now to left center. They took the old ones out, and it's still referred to as 69. There's a swing and a miss by Pudlo. Strike 2. Matschke pitching a whale of a game so far. Hasn't allowed a hit. The only base runner got on in the air, and that was by Matschke himself. Here's the pitch by Matschke. Pudlo takes it again. Kevin Birck coaching at third, Rob Lurie at first. Another one taken. Boy, we don't have all day here. Come on, Mace. Here's the pitch. Swung on. There's one in the gap I was talking about. But Kopecky got a great jump on the ball, was able to get him, and it's 3 up and 3 down. So, in the top of the second, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. We go to the bottom of the second with a score. The Braves 1, the White Sox 0.
The 1980 Winter Olympics. Hockey team captain Mike Ruzioni helped clinch the gold for the U.S.
I'm Mike Ruzioni, the artist. Budweiser asked me to paint with these to help raise funds for America's Olympic athletes. Now you can own my painting and help our athletes train for 84. After all, there are a lot of Picassos. There's only one, Ruzioni.
Call 1-800-325-1488 for more information.
Welcome back to Oak School. We're in the bottom of the second. Mason Matschke to lead it off. The Ski hitting only 241. There's a line drive, 1 hopper right to Kevin Birck. That was an easy one. Hit hard, but right at him. Right over the third baseman Joe Pudlo's head. That's 1 away. That'll bring up Ken Owen, who flied very deep to Kevin Birck, first time up. Oh, he's going to go for the chop. Larry coming in. Can't make the play. Ken is safe on a base hit. Dave Owen, the catcher, trying to get in behind him. Ken Owen, not known to be the best base runner in the league. In fact, he's known to be the worst. Has been picked off so many times. And now he's going to have a conference with Todd Kopecky, who reached on a base hit, and then an error by Kevin Birck allowed him to score on that single. So, 1 away, we have our base runner at first. And the league's leading hitter, Todd Kopecky, is up. No extra base hits yet in this game. Every hit has been a single. Owen gets his lead off. Nauman with a pitch. Swung on. There's one hit toward 69. Larry going to have to get on his bicycle. He can't reach it. Let's see. Here comes the cutoff now to Pudlo. They might have a chance on him. Kopecky rounding third, and Pudlo can't get it out of his mitt. It's going to be a home run for Todd Kopecky, and now it's 3-0 Braves. So Kopecky, with a home run and 2 RBIs, makes the score 3-0. Boy, he almost overran Ken Owen on that one. If Ken was a smart base runner, he would have got halfway or on second, because there's no way it would have been picked off. But instead, he just stood at first base and was almost overran by Kopecky. Enright gets the first offering and lines a shot right at Rob Lurie for out number 2. That's 2 away. So Enright has flied out both times to the center fielder, and it'll bring up Raisin, who hit one to the opposite field the last time up. 3-0. Here's the pitch by Nauman outside. 3-0 is our score here at the Oak School League. Game of the week. Raisin hits another opposite field. Will it stay fair? Curving. It still is fair, and that's his second opposite field hit of the ball game. But a big inning nonetheless for the Braves. 2 runs on 2 hits. There were no errors, nobody left on. So at the end of 2 innings of play, the score: Braves 3, White Sox nothing.
Great moment in Chicago Bears history is sponsored by Midas.
Dyke Stadium, September 27, 1970. Bears and Eagles, second quarter. Ron Bull, number 29, throws a halfback option pass to Dick Gordon for a touchdown. For the 1970 season, Gordon had 71 catches and 13 TDs. This 12-yard scoring play helped the Bears beat Philadelphia 20-16. Another great moment in Bears history.
Why have over 1 million people replace their brakes at Midas? Was it because they know Midas has brake mechanics that are specially trained? Was it because they know Midas has the right brake parts in stock? Or was it because they know Midas has over 20 years experience under the car? Well, whatever the reason, it certainly was no accident.
Welcome back. We missed the first pitch, but Dave Owen lined a shot just foul down the left field line. Owen, that's right, popped out to Matschke the first time up. Here's the pitch. He's going to try to chop it, pops it straight up in the air. Matschke coming on. He's going to let it bounce. It's going to bounce. Foul ball. Smart play by Mason Matschke, one of the few you'll ever see by Mason. Going to the University of Arkansas, where he quotes they have a good tutoring program. So that's where he'll be next year. Well, the boy needs all the help he can get, no doubt about it. Outside. He'll be yelling Pig Suey next year at Oak School League, no doubt. The home of the Hogs. Here's the pitch. Swung on and just barely got a piece of it. Matschke, of course, does follow that description perfectly. Here's the pitch, and Owen takes it. Dave Owen, who's known for his bursts of power every once in a light year, but he pops this one up straight at Matschke, and he makes the out. That's one away. So Matschke with a number of putouts, and Dave Owen has popped twice to him, as a matter of fact. That'll bring up Jeff Norman. No, it'll bring up Rob Lurie, excuse me, who flied out to Ken Owen the first time up. Here's the first pitch to Rob outside for ball 1. Second pitch, a little bit low and inside. He takes that. Of course, no balls in the league. You just wait for the pitch you want. Here's the pitch inside, but Lurie went after it anyway. And we picked up an obscenity. But that's all part of the league. You haven't seen anything yet. And there's another pop-up. Matschke's going to get another put-out, it looks like, and he does. So Mason Matschke with 2 putouts in this inning and 5 on the game. So, that's 2 away, and it'll bring up Jeff Norman. There's the one ripped foul. Matschke with a no-hitter so far. We played 2 2/3 innings. Top of the third, 3-0 in favor of the Braves. Norman is set. Here's the pitch. Looks good, but he pops this one up. Go foul, baby. Matschke can't get to it. So 2 strikes. Boy, I don't know what Matschke's putting on it, but he's getting an awful lot of pop-ups. Of course, Mason been called for the only league balk in history when he spit on the ball. Here's the pitch. Norman takes it. Another pitch. Won't go. Mason Matschke, if you can believe it, he's 17 or 18, but he acts like he's about 12. Well, I've known the boy for 8 years, and he hasn't changed, believe me. Here's the pitch. Swung on, popped up to Matschke, and he makes the catch. Matschke, with another putout, made all 3 putouts in this inning. And I don't know if it's jitters or what, but the Sox just can't hit. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We go to the bottom of the third. The score, Braves 3, White Sox nothing. Back after this.
One of the most heartwarming events in American theater.
I'm a Yankee Doodle fan.
David Cassidy stars in George M. Cohan's Little Johnny Jones.
Play Yankee Doodle straight to win. Give my regards to Broadway. He never needs a barrel.
You just have to see it. Little Johnny Jones at the Erie Crown Theater beginning August 12th. Call 791-6000.
Welcome back to the Oak School. Bottom of the third, Mason Matschke to lead it off. Matschke, a dead pull hitter with his fungus bat up there. 3-0. Braves got to hold him here. Burridge now on the mound for the White Sox. Nauman has gone in to catch for Dave Owen, who's out of the ball game. Here's the pitch. So Nauman, here's the line total: 2 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs, and there's a swing and a little foul tip by Matschke. Our statistician is Dave Owen. There's a long drive way back to the tires. No one's going to get that one. A home run for Mason Matschke. Holy cow, he really creamed that ball. A line drive. And Birck had absolutely no chance at it. So that makes the score 4-0. And the Braves really getting their licks in here. 4-0. Here's the pitch. Really high pitch by Ken Owen. He's the Manny Sanguine of the league. Boy, he'll swing at anything. He must be watching a lot of him and Tony Armas because he swings at a lot of junk. Okay. It's about the only thing he can get. Here's the pitch. Swung on right at Rob Larry. A hard hit, but boy, Rob had him played perfectly. So that's one away. Bring up the Zeno, Todd Kopecky. The bum Ken Owen just lined to Larry. Here's a long drive, line drive over Birck's head, and they're just killing this guy. I think you may see the 2-time Cy Young Award winner in there in a minute, Dave Owen.
Who, the moron?
And Zeno hits another homer.
Moron.
Boy, they need that 4th ball in there right now, I'll tell you.
Oh, he hasn't fooled anybody yet, I'll say that much.
And that'll bring up Jim Enright. Jim Enright. I've been working at WGN too long. Here's Billy Enright. Takes the pitch. Jimmy Enright, of course, the worst PA announcer that's ever lived. Here's a long drive. Larry might get to it. It's over his head. Enright is really slow. Here's a cutoff to Pudlo. And the throw a little bit late. Another home run. This one by Bill Enright makes the score 5-0. Oh, man. Here's Raisin. They're just killing these offerings up there. You may see the fork ball in the 4th inning, folks. 5-0. Here's one, Burt, right up the middle. Larry makes the play. That's 2 away. Oh, it is. It's 6-0. I stand corrected.
You're sort of squatting.
So that's 2 away. As Raisin hits his first ball in fair territory. And here's Matschke, who led off the inning with a home run. 6-0 in favor of Ken Owen's Braves, who come into this game with a 32-8 record. Here's the pitch. Matschke takes another one. What is that an empty beer there? Or does that have anything in it? Oh. Well, I could sure go for a call 2-1 right now. Here's a elevator shaft pop-up. That Birck should have no problem with it, and he doesn't. Matschke hits a high, lazy elevator shaft fly ball, and Birck makes the putout. So, 3 big runs on 3 home runs. There were 3 hits. No errors, nobody left on. So we go to the top of the 4th with a score. The Braves 6, the White Sox nothing.
The preceding message was furnished by Major League Baseball.
Good afternoon and welcome to Oak School. Dave Owen with you, along with Fred Fritz up here in the booth. Kevin Birck to lead it off in the 4th inning. And the Sox need a lot of runs. They trail 6-0. And Birck taking the first pitch. He's 0 for 2. Popped up to the pitcher to lead off the game, and then grounded out to the left fielder, Ken Owen, who had to go down towards the left field line to field it.
Birck being a little choosy. Matschke's known to waste a lot of pitches, as I'm sure Kasson has told you 4 or 5 times already. And still no count on Kevin Birck. 1978 most valuable player. Now he has the bat on his shoulder. You can see he's ready to pop one out of the ballpark. Pudlo on deck, and then it'll be Kasson batting third. Popped it up, way up there. Fred, don't put that camera up there. You're bound to lose it. Ken Owen over on the left field line takes it, and that's 1 out. Here's Joe Pudlo. As Birck having an off day and an off year so far, at 111 now, with 1 for 9. As the bat tossed in the direction of center field, Tracy Kasson going out to retrieve it. And Pudlo will step in, the left-hander. Got out with an error, the only Sox base runner so far. Pitch. Try to chop one, a little spinner in front of the plate. It's going to roll foul, though. Strike 1. Tracy Kasson on deck. He'll be in to pitch next inning. As the Bluebirds are starting to make their presence known. The pitch. Lob one, line drive, right at Kopecky on 2 bounces in center field, and that's 2 out. So the Sox having trouble getting the offense generated. Let's hope the Boomer can start it going here. His first at-bat of the day since handling the announcing chores. Pitch, he's going to lay off of that one. It's outside. And Matschke into the windup. Line drive down the left field line. Could be trouble. Ken Owen in. Nice backhand play. Got Kasson by 2 steps. And so another 3 up, 3 down inning, and things are not looking too good for the Sox. So after 3.5, the score. The Braves 6, the Sox nothing.
You know, I love the fresh, clean smell of barley because I can almost taste the Schlitz beer I'm going to make from it. I'm Frank Sellinger. Mostly I check on the business end. But after 40 years as a master brewer, I check the barley too, and the other fine grains to make a really smooth beer. Taste my Schlitz.
Behind every Schlitz is a man who knows his beer.
Ken Owen 1 for 3. And he's going to pick the shot, just like Kopecky is known to do. Thank you. Now we have the stats from the last few years. We can give you an idea of just how these players have done in the past. Ground ball to the left to Pudlo, tried to dive, and Birck comes on, could not handle the ball, took a bad hop on him, and Ken Owens at second. I don't know what they're going to call that. I would think it'll be a double. That's going to be a double. So Ken Owen on to lead off the 4th. And here's Todd Kopecky, right now the leader in most valuable player points by about 150. So barring a major turnaround, he should walk home with that award. Braves looking to pad the lead, and nobody's been able to handle them so far. Line drive up the middle, Larry coming on, he'll make the play. Throw coming home to Norman, but it won't make it. And the run is in. So 1 out, and it's now 8-0 as not much seems to be going right for the Sox this afternoon. They're right now 8-33. Here's Enright, 1 for 3. Homered his last time up in the 3rd inning, where they got 3 more. Pitch, kind of like a Bill Lee space ball there. Pitch inside again. Enright lays off. 1979 Rookie of the Year. Then was traded after that 1979 season for the Sox center fielder this afternoon, Rob Larry. Pitch, gonna bounce in. 8-0. Pitch, just tipped it. And it'll be strike 1. 1 out. Pitch. And Enright, a little choosy. He likes the outside pitches. And he doesn't see there's one, but he popped it up. I don't know what the call is going to be on that. Did you catch that, Mr. Cameraman? Didn't catch it.
No, sir, I didn't catch it.
I think we're going to have our first argument of the year on the TV network. And I guess we're not going to have a replay. Okay. It's going to be strike 2. Pitch to Enright. High pop up center field. Larry back over near the basketball hoop, and he got it. Got a step back on the grass and barely beyond that basketball hoop. Of course, if it hits that, it's an automatic home run. So 2 out, and there's Raisin, who's 0 for 3, 2 of the opposite field. Larry, Nauman, and Burridge do up in the 5th for the Sox. Barely got a piece of that one, strike 1. Here's the pitch. Lays off of that one. Raisin, the only Brave without a hit this afternoon. Pitch sails in high. Tell you, the Sox are going to have a lot of changes. Get it right from the horse's mouth in that second game. Strike 2. This could be the first league strikeout on the TV network. Don't worry, it's not Halloween. Pitch. That's going to be close. Foul ball. Looked pretty close. Was I in your way there? Or?
That's okay.
Okay, I got on camera though.
This is NBC though.
Hey Drake, what am I supposed to say? 1 for 4?
Kasson did win that Pitcher of the Year award in '79. Of course, Cy Young never pitched in this league, so we didn't name the award after him. That's right, sure. Strike 2 to Raisin, who just barely stayed alive on that foul ball down the right field line. Struck him out, that's it. 1 run, though, on 1 hit. A leadoff double by Ken Owen. He came around on a ground out by Kopecky. It'll be Larry, Nauman, and Burridge in the 5th inning. The score, 8-0. We'll be right back.
Catch Cubs fever this afternoon at 1:15 as the Chicago Cubs take on the Montreal Expos in explosive National League action. All the excitement this afternoon at 1:15 here on WGN Television 9. Chicago, America's #1 sports station.
So we go to the top of the 5th inning. Rob Larry leading it off, and he lays off the first pitch. I've only missed 1 pitch this afternoon. It was the only ball that I hit, too, unfortunately. I don't think anybody on our team's hitting the ball too well. There's an example, is Matschke with a routine pop-up 1 out. Matschke had all 3 putouts in the first, had all 3 putouts in the third, now has 7 for the game. Here's Nauman, the starting pitcher. He got shellacked, and then we brought in some other games.
I'm getting psyched for my next bat. I can't catch.
So Jeff Nauman, who had 8 for 14 last night.
Hey, Otis.
Of course, the final score was 30-9, so you can guess who finished up on top.
The Sox.
Wrong. Whoever that heckler was from the stands. Pitch outside. Nauman, 1980 Rookie of the Year. Pitch swung on and missed.
Oh, God.
And Pete Burridge hitting 066 himself. Can't believe that one. Pitch. High, Papa, that's got a chance. It's deep, and it's going to be 2 out. So the Sox, I hate to say it, are being no-hit for the 2nd time this year. And each time has been by Mason Matschke. Here's Burridge, his first at-bat, and stranger things have happened. He might get a hit. He does have one game-winning home run this year. That was, I think, very early in the season when the Sox were in it. Here's the pitch. Playing him towards left, swung on him.
Whoa, you bum bird.
He's going for the downs, and if he strikes out, well, it's natural. Strike 2. He's missed each of those by about a foot. The pitch. And it's going to sail in way high. So Bird's looking at time for the league lead in strikeouts here. He's got a chance. Enright, the man at 3rd, presently leads.
How many is it? 4? I'm going to go for the record today.
A lot of Birck, I wish you wouldn't ask questions up to the booth during the game. Pitch.
Sorry, Webb.
What? No, I don't want to hear it again. Pitch. Barely got a piece of that one. Strike 2. Birck is on deck if we can, Sox can get something started. But of course, Burridge struck out. So 3 up and 3 down. Matschke has 3 more outs until a no-hitter, which will be the second no-hitter carried on the Oak School League Network. The first one was on the audio side. So we go to the last of the 5th. One inning, I guess 1 inning to go, right? Sure, okay. Score 7-0.
This Bud's for everyone who's in the groove. It's 5 minutes on the upswing of 5. Outside is 87 degrees under sunny blue skies. Stay tuned for my man Flash. I'm moving out of here, having myself an ice cold brew.
Yeah, just for you. That distinctively clean, crisp taste that says Budweiser.
All you do is Bud's for you.
I know.
Okay, we're back. 6th inning. Bottom of the 5th, rather. I'm sorry. It's 7-0. I believe we've been passing it on that it's 8-0, but bouncing ball to third, Pudlo over to his right, and he makes the play. 1 out. Okay, thanks, Bill. And here's Ken Owen. 1980 MVP. It'll be awarded after this game. Pitch. Barely fouled that one off. Batting lefty now for the first time today. Now we'll go back to the right side. Pitch, bouncing ball. Pudlo knocks it down at third and makes the play. 2 out. So Pudlo with both putouts in this 5th inning, and here's Kopecky. Has 3 for 4, including 2 homers and 4 RBIs. Has to be the star of the game right now, and was Tracy Kasson's pregame guess. There's the bunt. Going to be tough. He got him by a step. 3 up, 3 down. So we go to the 6th. It'll be Birck, Pudlo, and Kasson due up. And the score, 7-0 Braves.
You know, to be at your best, you need a little time to relax, a little peace, a little quiet. That's why, as a master brewer, this is one of my favorite places. Here, our Schlitz is resting, aging, and maturing. Here, every drop will remain until it's ready. One clean, refreshing taste of Schlitz will tell you a little time off is time well spent.
Behind every Schlitz is a man who knows his beer.
So the top of the 6th inning. Matschke on the mound, the left-hander, going for a second no-hitter of the year, second of his career. He'll have to face the ever-dangerous Kevin Birck. Pitch. Ground ball foul, third base line. Well, Birck was the hero of the 78 Sox, the last winning team they had. And maybe he can break up the no-hitter here and start the Sox on the way to a 8-run inning. Joe Pudlo, last year's league-leading hitter at 460 on deck. That was with the Braves. Long drive, that's going to break it up, I believe. Deep to left, goodbye, the game. No more no-hitter. And you can see the gratitude for Mason Matschke. How much he's well loved by all the players in the league. And it is 7-1 as Birck breaks up the no-hitter. And Pudlo will be the hitter. And they're just going to warm up apparently because there's a loose ball in center field. Kasson to follow, and we may see some other changes before the 6th inning is over. Pitch. Long drive to left. That's got a chance. It is going to be caught. Gave it a good ride, but just a bit too high. 1 out. Here's Kasson. Much like Birck, he was the one of the big stars of the 77 season. There's a bouncer up the middle on the first play, and that'll be 2 out. And the batter will be Rob Larry. Kasson with the White Sox. They were down by 8. They lost the 1976 season by 9 games, and in 77, with the addition of Kasson, finished 1 game back. Led the league in home runs and RBIs and finished second in average. Pitch. Long drive, left center. That is going to be caught. Yes, as Kopecky falls down and puts a little mustard in it. Quite a way to end the ball game. 1 run, 1 hit. And so Todd Kopecky with a falling down, look what I found catch. Ends the game, the final 7-1 Braves. And we'll be back with a recap in just a moment.